Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. This is just going to be a quick video with some pointers for project number 2. Hopefully as you move into turning in your rough draft, these points are useful. Your thesis for project 2 somewhat mirrors all the other thesis statements we're going to complete in this class, and that it needs to have 3 points. It needs to outline 3 different arguments that relate to culture or identity, or both, in your digital text. So it's imperative that the thesis itself has to do with the digital text and what it argues, not what you think. You'll see in the second bullet here that I've said you should not include a point in your assignment if it cannot be supported by textual evidence from the digital text. Remember, you cannot again integrate your own thoughts into the assignment. So this time, unlike with Project 1, the way we build our evidentiary support is not by way of personal experience or thoughts. It's instead going to be by way of using textual support from the digital text. So you can think about citing dialogue, you can think about citing visuals from the text, so on and so forth. You notice, I noted as well, it's not really about if we agree with the digital text, it's more about how we can assess a digital text arguments. You will need to cite as effectively as possible when you provide textual support for your digital text. Now, if some of you are using articles, then of course you would just use the author's last name. And if there are not page numbers, then you would just leave that part out. When you're working with a video, you would need to cite timestamps. So I know we've worked with TED Talks some in the past, for instance, and I've provided you an example here. You could mention the quote. We're just pretending this is a piece of quoted material. And then you would cite by using the author's last name and a page or a timestamp range. So if the ideas went from 3 minutes and 30 seconds to 32 seconds, that's the range you would need to indicate after the quoted or paraphrased material. Body paragraphs should always directly support the thesis. Each point in the thesis can be addressed in more than one paragraph, but at least one paragraph per point is required. And just for the means of conciseness and clarity, remember that paragraphs in this course should not exceed 7 sentences. If you feel like you're going on and on about a point from the digital text, so maybe there's one point in your thesis that you think is taking up more space than the others, then by all means, don't make a really long paragraph. Instead, split that paragraph into more than one and add transitions, since this serves as a courtesy to your reader. In this paper, you can directly quote 4 times, but beyond that, I do say consider paraphrasing. The majority of the paper really needs to be how the textual examples you use prove the argument in the thesis. So in other words, there shouldn't be a text-heavy or cited-heavy paper here. You as the scholar are really going to pick and choose facets of your digital text to back up the 3 points in your thesis. I hope this video was useful, and as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Have a wonderful day.